Gorgeous to me sounds like food, like I'm hungry right now. So something gorgeous would be something with a lot of meat, something with a lot of color. Say something like a taco with nice sauce on top, a rich jalapeno just gushing with juice. That sounds really gorgeous to me right now.
Perfect marching band formations. It's cool, collective group of people dancing around, doing nerdy things and making like visual formations and playing music at the same time. It's all very mathematical in its own way, and like you're using different areas of your body and like your brain at the same time. And it's like a lot of practice. It's just like the level of concentration and practice that goes into like something, that piece of work. Like from an outsider's perspective, you wouldn't know that, but it's like hours and days.
I guess I immediately think of people with older women and just wrinkles and lines and just showing the authenticity of someone.
Another thing that's gorgeous to me is my blender. So if someone came in and looked at my blender, they probably wouldn't think it was gorgeous, but I understand what it produces. It's kind of old and rickety and maybe has some cracks and doesn't look, you know, typically gorgeous, but we use it all day and we produce silky smooth purees, soups, ton of different things, and I understand that at the end result it's this puree on a plate that's silky smooth, gorgeous and luxurious in your mouth, and you know, to me, you know, the blender is gorgeous because of what it produces.
Oh, cable cars I could talk about. I had a braking system, you know, I really admire, you know. Well, I mean, it's really efficient to be 141 years old. And to me, that's gorgeous.
Well, I find like the weeping willow tree, I think that's gorgeous. It's always been my favorite tree since I was a kid. To me, it is full of emotion. Like, you look at that tree, it's called the weeping willow for a reason. You know, it looks like it's sad, so.
I had 2 beagles, but both died last year. So the more they're gone, the more gorgeous they become to me. Because gorgeous to me can also be a memory that just doesn't go away, it just gets better.
That guy good?
Yeah, it's fine.
So we pulled the lovers card. So
Perfect.
So do you want to read it or do you?
You can go and I can riff.
So gorgeousness is defined by a relationship to another, more than just a singularity, and it's about really finding the edges of these two people in relationship.
Also the alchemy that happens when 2 people
Yeah.
have a union, and so that those 2 people would be greater than the sum of their parts is gorgeous.
Well, in my life I've experienced these kinds of moments often, but when I used to, in my younger days, when I used to climb the mountains, suddenly I'll find myself on the top or in a pass, mountain pass, with a vast panorama of snow-covered and not a soul anywhere. You know, that was to me a kind of a gorgeous experience.
Yeah, this sort of ritual of making coffee is extremely specific and extremely thought out, and I don't know, I think it's gorgeous. There's a particular way of doing it, and it's the same every time, and you can work with it in different ways to make it sort of a little bit faster, a little bit slower, a little bit sweeter, a little bit, you know, brighter. It speaks to, you know, all the parts of my brain.
Well, so I'm a scientist, and often I'm struggling with problems. And so to me, the gorgeous moments occur when I've struggled for so long to figure something out, and then finally I understand what is the idea behind this thing that I've seen, and I find that to be very gorgeous.
I like put everything in order. For me, it's gorgeous, but for some people, it's annoying. That's really gorgeous. It's gorgeous for me, but some people no, they don't think so. Yeah. I think maybe because I'm OCD, I think.
Like well, like I'm doing one of them. Sometimes when you see like a magician do, I'm a professional magician, and so when you see somebody doing a move that looks very natural, but it's very hard to do, magicians will compliment it and say, that's gorgeous. And then civilians will look at them and say, but he's not doing anything. But we all know what he's really doing. So like holding the coin naturally in your hand, even though it's dropped out to your side, nobody's thinking I have a coin in my hand right now, because it's palmed. And I spent 20 years getting natural like that. So I think it's gorgeous when I see somebody doing a hard move that's undetectable. But by definition, you can't see it. So it's a very esoteric use of gorgeous.
I work in the book industry, so there are moments in books when you're reading where you just close the book and you're just like, gorgeous. There's something the way the author has written about it, a phrase, a way, an emotion that's been given, and it just, sort of brings you up short in a moment.
Yeah, redwoods, coastal redwoods. They've been there for such a long time. They put us in, they helped me to put my life and my lifespan in some sort of perspective. And also there's a wonderful thing about the way redwoods grow their root systems. It's a shallow root system, but the plant, the community, the redwood community just seems to just be this kind of eternal creature, and it's an admirable thing.
Just like urban landscapes, like long drawn out highways and stuff. I don't know why, I just find it, like some people could see it as barren or not, but I don't know, I like it. It's like one of these first places that, like without the phone, it's like one of these unexplored places that actually has an outcome that you can't predict.
Today I wore green eyes because it's St. Patrick's Day, but I love wearing black lips and my favorite color is black. Not everyone likes black. Walking down the street I get stared at all the time like, what is that girl doing with black lips? To me it's very, it's sexy, it's different, it's raw, it's edgy, it's rocker, you know? You can kind of create your own personality. Like when I put on black, like when I wake up in the morning and just put on black, I feel like me. I feel like cool and fun and, you know, gorgeous. I feel gorgeous.